Welcome to the Parenting Skills Course Orientation. You will find that the parenting class is a wonderful course because you will learn a lot of information that is relevant to your life now and will also be relevant for your future. The purpose of this orientation is to let you know what you can expect as a student of the Parenting Skills course. Once you log into the Parenting Skills class, you will see a series of tabs on the left-hand side of your screen. These tabs have different functions that you will learn to use throughout this orientation. Please make sure to check your email each time you log into your class for any important messages. In order to get to your lessons and the information you will be learning, you will click onto the Lessons tab. Then you will click again on the green word that says Lessons, and you will see a drop-down menu of the modules you will be completing. The Parenting Skills course is made up of 8 modules. Let's take a look at how each module is organized. Each module will have the same pattern that you will follow. First, you will complete the reading in the course. That way you will have the knowledge that is necessary to complete your assignments. Your first assignment will be the review and critical thinking questions. Second will be the discussion questions. Third, your lab. And after the lab, you will complete your quiz review. Then you will take your module quiz. So to recap, you will complete 1 module a week, which will include your reading, 3 assignments, your quiz review, along with the completion of your quiz.
While you are in your FLVS courses, you are expected to remain on pace. To remain on pace in the parenting course, you will complete 1 module a week for 8 weeks. You have 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to access the class. You can think of your work week as being from Monday to Sunday. You may choose any day of the week to work on your assignments. Our most successful students complete 2 assignments on one day and 2 on another day, or complete all 4 at one sitting. Just remember that your teacher will be expecting all 4 of your assignments no later than Sunday evening. You are always welcome to submit more assignments and move at a faster pace. Many students do. Keep in mind that there is a 14-day minimum seat time in this class, from first assignment to final exam. If for some reason you will not be completing your work, it is your responsibility to contact your instructor to discuss a plan of action for completing your work. Since you are able to access the course 24 hours a day, 7 days a week from any computer that has the internet, at times you may need to get creative to submit your work. For example, if your internet stops working, you may go to the public library or stay after school and use a computer at your school. Or you may need to go to a friend's house or even a relative's house to complete your work.
The drop-add policy. We want to be clear about the commitment that you are making to your high school success. This course is a high school elective, and the final grade contributes to your high school credits, your GPA, and your final high school transcripts. We want your FLVS experience to be successful. Therefore, it is important to be mindful of the Florida Virtual School drop-add policy. The drop-add policy allows students to withdraw from their FLVS courses without a penalty to their grade. In order for this to happen, you will need to contact your teacher within the first 14 days from your activation date to withdraw. Keep in mind that we do need to have parent or guardian approval, and we ask that you facilitate this process. This drop-add policy also allows you to establish the weekly work habit of submitting your 4 assignments and committing to the course. You should be on pace by completing your 4 submissions a week. At the end of the drop-add period, you should have your first 2 modules completed in order to remain in the course past the drop-add period. If you are not on pace, you will be administratively withdrawn from the course so that your GPA is not affected in a negative manner. Again, if for some reason you find that this course is not the right fit for you, that you are not able to complete your work, please contact your teacher within the first 14 days of the course so that you can be withdrawn without a penalty to your grade. It is very important for you to know that withdrawal with an F will occur after the drop-add period, which is 14 days after activation. You may also be withdrawn with an F from your Parenting Skills course for not submitting work on a weekly and consistent basis, or if for some reason you request to be withdrawn from the course after the 14-day drop-add time limit. In order to keep yourself organized and successful in your FLVS class, you will first want to create a Parenting Skills folder. In this folder, you will save all of your assignments. Second, after you complete your reading, you will come to your assignments. You will want to copy the questions onto a Word document or to WordPad. Then you will make sure to respond to each question by restating the question within your answer and responding in complete sentences that use your own words. You are also able to access your assignments by clicking on the course resource link on your announcement page. Some tips that will make the grading easier for your teacher are: keep your questions numbered, place spaces between questions and answers, submit assignments in the student comment box. Here are some examples of assignments that have been submitted. The first example is an excellent example of what we expect. In this example, you see that the student included the questions, restated the question within his response, used correct spelling, grammar, and punctuation. The next example we see is a non-example. The student did a great job including the question, but the student did not respond in a complete, elaborate sentence. The last example we have is an example of plagiarism. Again, the student remembered to include the question and the student did a great job responding in complete sentences. The problem with this submission is that the student copied his work directly from the text, and our Turnitin.com program red flagged this assignment as a plagiarized assignment. At Florida Virtual School, we want to make sure that students are truly learning and doing their own work. Therefore, we ask that you keep your academic integrity by submitting only work that you have completed. We use a program called Turnitin.com that compares your assignments with those of other students, as well as other web resources, including your text. You will always want to submit work that is yours and yours only. This means that when your work is submitted, you will paraphrase and use your own words to show your understanding of the material that you read. You will not want to copy from the text that is provided in the lesson. Copying directly from the author's work is plagiarism. You will always submit your own work. Of course, you would never want to submit work from a student who is currently in the course or who has taken the course previously, as we want to be sure that you are learning the material provided in your lessons. Additionally, you will always want to keep your FLVS password to yourself. Just as you would keep your ATM password to yourself to protect your bank account, you will want to keep your FLVS password to yourself to protect your work and your academic integrity. Lastly, you will want to find your answers within the text provided unless specifically directed to do otherwise. Your answers can and will be found as a result of reading the course text and applying what you learned to your current, past, or future experiences. There are some times that you may be asked to research information on the internet. If that is the case, please remember to take the information you learned and respond to the question using your own words. The bottom line is, you can avoid an academic integrity investigation by making sure you put your work in your own words. Do not copy answers from the text or another internet website. Do not submit someone else's work, and do not share your password or flash drive with other students. If you have any questions about academic integrity, how to paraphrase, or where to find an answer, please ask your teacher for help. All Florida Virtual School classes have an oral form of assessment, which we refer to as discussion-based assessments, or DBAs for short. In the parenting class, you will have 2 DBAs, one after Module 4 and before your midterm exam, the other after Module 8 and before your final exam. DBAs are a wonderful time to show what you know to your teacher and engage in conversation about the topics which you have been learning. During the DBA, your teacher will also review for your midterm or final, give you tips for completing the rest of your course successfully, as well as provide you with a password that you will need to take your midterm or final exam. Your teacher will expect you to call, text, or use an appointment scheduler to complete your DBA. The monthly call. As teachers, we will work closely with your parent or guardian to assure a successful experience at FLVS. So at minimum, we are required to communicate with your parent or guardian once a month to give them an update of your progress and to let them know how you are doing in your course. This two-way communication can be done through text, email, or phone. And while we are on our welcome call, your parent or guardian will tell us their preferred method of contact. Monthly calls are often completed directly after the DBA. We ask that if we're trying to get in touch with your parent or guardian, that you facilitate the process by giving them our message. If necessary, you will lose contact to the course if your monthly call is overdue. For the Parenting Skills class, it is an expectation that you complete 2 hours of community service or volunteer work. You may already be completing community service toward your Bright Future Scholarship, and that will count for this course as well. It will not be necessary to have any special papers or signatures for your community service or volunteer experience. In Module 7, you will be asked to discuss your community service, and this is where you will earn your points for volunteering. All FLVS courses have an announcement page. On the announcement page, you will find your teacher's name, phone number to call and text, and your teacher's email address. By clicking on the course resource banner, you will find our website, which will include your lessons via podcast, videos on how to submit your work, your actual assignment questions, quiz reviews, and many more items that will help you to complete your course efficiently and successfully. Additionally, you will find a monthly calendar for our live lessons. Live lessons are a great way to complete your assignments and learn in a live environment. Students coming to our live lessons are really enjoying the activities that we're providing for them to engage in their learning. For the parenting skills class, live lessons are not a requirement. However, FLVS has done studies that show students who come to live lessons complete their FLVS courses faster and with higher grades. So we highly recommend that you come to our live lessons as often as possible. Now you are more familiar with the expectations for your parenting course, and we will use this slide for a quick review. There are 8 weeks in the parenting course. Each week you will complete a minimum of 1 module. If you need to withdraw from the class without a penalty to your grade, please do so within the first 14 days, which is the drop-add period. By the time you reach Module 7, you will complete your 2 hours of community service or volunteer work, and you will do your DBAs and monthly calls right before your midterm and your final exams, respectively.
Unlike traditional school, where a teacher can see you raising your hand or the look of "I need help" on your face, it is hard for FLVS teachers to know if you need help. There are 3 ways you can reach out to your FLVS teacher for help. You can call. Please be sure to leave a message with your name and phone number, including area code, since we have students from all over Florida. If you do not leave a message, your teacher will unlikely be aware of your call and will not be able to return your call. You can also text or email your teacher. We will get back to you. If you have not heard back from your teacher within 24 hours, feel free to try again. Most likely your message did not get through.
Thank you for attending the parenting orientation. You have received many details about the class and the expectations for the parenting course. Now it is time to complete your welcome call. Please be sure to call, text, or set up an appointment to speak with your teacher as soon as possible, since it is a requirement to complete your welcome call within 7 to 10 days of you being placed into your parenting course. Be sure to explain to your teacher that you watched the parenting orientation video and that the password is Positive Parenting Rocks. Thank you so much for coming, and I know you're going to love the course.